seeing as the weekend event is officially out and everyone's probably going to do the same thing, I figured I'd throw a challenge into it. So, challenge idea. Go through the lab or alpha hard mode, but dying of hunger from start to end and basic armor only. You can heal with bandages, aid kits, anything that doesn't restore hunger, and you can drink water. Below it says pure stupid. Anywho, welcome back everybody to another Last Day on Earth video. As you're watching up on the screen, I encountered a problem very quickly with this challenge. If only I read properly though, because it says go through lab or alpha hard mode, but I read that as go through lab or alpha, comma, hard mode, but there's no comma there. Yeah, I ended up doing the lab on hard mode, which is incredibly stupid because the buff for the lab doesn't even work. It buffs scars, but that does nothing when your enemies have indefinite armor. The problem you see me encounter right away is doors. The lab has a lot of doors that require you to open them, and you can't do that when you're dying of hunger. So I did kind of cheese the challenge a little bit in that way, but I'd like to say I redeemed myself at the end, okay? The fight with the Chiron boss was absolutely insane. I'll say that much, and I'll just let everything play out on the screen. Now, this commentary is done in post. Obviously, no way could I do this live in the moment, so I'm doing the commentary in post, and there's something I really wanted to bring up. Something interesting, something quite strange, something not quite right with this Last Day on Earth update that I noticed. So, I was looking through the dev blog, and the dev blog, I thought the dev blog would have all the answers for me, but instead, it brought about more questions than answers. This came about from a conversation with Pranny, one of my mods on my Discord server. If you haven't already joined there, go follow my TikTok, by the way. So anywho, this conversation, what it entailed was a misconception between dates. The calendar for Last Day on Earth. If you go into the events calendar and you go to the calendar window about where the events are located, you can see that it says Lunar New Year, 1/31, so January 31st to February 15th. And Lunar New Year was, I believe, the 1st or 2nd of February. So that makes sense, right? There's 2 weeks afterwards, you know, the event kind of drags on, and it ends as the real-life event has ended a while ago. But the misconception comes from Pranny pointing out that there are 24 days to the season, not 15. So my immediate thought was, Last Day on Earth forgot how to count, or something like that. But if we look back on history, Last Day on Earth has never once forgotten how to count. They've always accurately had 3 weeks to a season. Sure, granted, there's been a little bit more at times, or there's been a little bit less due to update delays, but they've never once failed to count 3 weeks. What we have here from January 31st to February 15th is an issue with Last Day on Earth being able to count, which is something completely new and I didn't think was possible. Could it be that there is more to the season than we know? Because it doesn't make sense to have the Chinese New Year event end and then you have the season going on. Like, if the Chinese New Year event is the main event, like, hub, then when it ends, what are these remaining days going to be left? There are 24, probably like 23 or 22, depending on when you're watching this, when the season ends. So that's like a week unaccounted for. It confuses me if LDUE's just gonna end the season and the Lunar New Year disappears and there's just days left of the season, or if they're doing something else entirely. Because Last Day on Earth has never once forgotten how to count 3 weeks. Every single season has been spot on 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, give or take, because sometimes they start a little early, sometimes they do start a little late because of update delays. But there's no update delay here. This is a blatant miscalculation of counting. I've combed through the dev blog, I've combed through the announcement videos that LDUE has made, and there is nothing else indicating additional seasonal content aside from the Lunar New Year. Just for fun, I'm gonna switch up the order a little bit. Let's talk about the giveaway right now, because there's a giveaway going on. As always, there's going to be 5 winners. One of these winners, I've already promised, is going to be from somebody who follows my TikTok. So first and foremost, go do that. Each winner can get the Premium Pass plus 10 levels. Again, if you have the Premium Pass, you get 10 extra levels. Season Pass is not terrible this time around. I think that ending skin is absolutely fantastic. 1,000 coins. These are, again, single-player coins because, I mean, why would you need multiplayer coins at this point? Multiplayer doesn't get updates, so why would you need multiplayer coins? It'll help you with a fight, and then you can get those ending rewards, which I've shown off in that video. So go watch that if you haven't, by the way. It's one of my favorite videos that I've done for LDUE in a very, very long time. I love challenge videos, and that just takes the cake. Anywho, as always, there are going to be 5 winners drawn. You have 48 hours to enter. All you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and leave a comment down below. The word is beaver. Yep, you guessed it. LDUE YouTube is being beat out by beavers. All you have to do is comment beaver and subscribe to this channel down below. As always, I'll pick winners in 48 hours, and people who don't claim their prizes 24 hours afterwards get given their prizes to people who follow me on Twitter or Discord, or probably this time I'll do it on TikTok because TikTok is so easy. I can just throw out short videos. Anywho, good luck everyone. Back to your regularly scheduled ZD discussion video. I know some people really wanted me to talk about the Last Day on Earth bug where the Bunker Alpha and Bravo and like locations got reset. I mean, there really isn't too much to talk about in that regard. LDUE has always long reiterated that the safest place to store items is at your base, and I know that is kind of dumb. They have lockers for a reason, so you should be able to store stuff there. I mean, it's a bug. It's not the devs intentionally going after your loot and targeting it because it shouldn't be there or something like that. LDUE has gotten a lot better at sort of addressing the storage problem. Storage has definitely gotten a lot better. That said, I do disagree with them saying that the reception of support tickets would stop or something like that. I really gotta disagree with that. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, maybe it's a business move or something behind the scenes. I honestly couldn't tell you, and I honestly don't know. For a lot of people, you can't be active 24/7 for LDUE. LDUE is not a lot of people's full-time jobs, and it shouldn't be a daily responsibility to attentively scroll over it. It's kind of ridiculous because a lot of people do have real lives outside of the game, and they may or may not know that it's an issue. Like, a lot of people, I'm sure, it got reset, they updated, and they didn't even realize it. And now that they've stopped, I gotta disagree with that one, but there's not a whole lot we can even do in that regard. The last little thing I did want to say before we jump to the ultimate final fight, which would be super cool. I guess for anyone who happens to play Frostborn as well, and happens to be watching this video, what do you think of the Frostborn update? I always find Frostborn updates, at least like the initial open beta test, to be overwhelmingly positive. Maybe it's just because I love the way they do alpha tests. As the season goes on, I hear the sentiment tends to get more and more negative, and I'm curious to know why. So if you could leave me a comment down below and sort of explain that, or come on Discord and talk to me about it, I really want to know, because, I don't know, I'm probably just blinded by how good their alphas are, and it just triumphs everything.